Alright. So this is the first thing I start off with. Let's look at. So I originally just drew simple green lines with a little bit of shading on them. You know, I thought it looked nice. Everything I resized it 2 times its size because otherwise it would look too small. But yeah, simple green lines, you know, and then I just kind of wiggled them. You know, this was the first thing I came up with, which is also why it's number 1 on the line. About the order that I came up with them is about, like, their look is about how much they are. No, it's about the order that they appear in. I mean, then there's Raspberry. This is the second one I made. Actually, I'll show you a bit more. Supposed to be first. Place. Okay. So yeah, you see I just added little riblets and stuff on the top. I just made it wiggle left and right, left and right. That's easy. Most of these have that kind of thing where they just, I took a chunk of it and shifted it left and shifted it right. It works pretty well, I feel like. Some of them are pretty fun though. I made them dance. Like, see this one, I didn't do that. I made the berries move left and right. I think the color scheme is pretty much the same for all of them. I think I would copy the color scheme. See, this is the actual size it comes in, but I changed it. Copy this color scheme from one to the other. This one you can see I shifted everything over left by 1, but then I also added this, the berries, move left and right. Alright, what next? Let's do, this one was an interesting one. I wanted to make a loop that goes a loop inside of another loop, and it started to look crazy. As you can see, I start with a loop. Simple regular loop, right? Kind of looks like the Game Freak logo. I don't know why. Looks like it's like something could come in from the right and go shoo to the left, like zoop straight in through and not the other end. You know what I mean? Well, anyway. I made it have another loop and little spikes on the end where the berries go. And then I suppose the natural progression was to add one more loop, right? And this was supposed to be the fiery plant, the best flower, so that's what the flower in the middle is. I think I actually added this flower in the middle a bit later on. That thing. The rest of these berries, I don't know why they exist. It doesn't do anything. I guess they're toxic or something. Maybe you can't eat them. The way I came up with these names was kind of funny. I don't know. I just kind of threw them out there. I was like, oh, this is fun. This sounds nice. This one I thought was a nice name, so I decided to turn it into a plant. Actually, Gloth, RLE, and Fitsto were all actually different. I switched them around. I think RLE used to look like Gloth, and Gloth used to look like RLE, and Fitsto I think has always been the same. It doesn't just look like a plant that give you more fat, like oil berries. I don't know. It's just interesting. They all have their own unique shapes. I wanted their silhouettes to be unique. You know, Twipsweed is straight lines. Raspberry is twisty like an X that wraps its way up. Fitsto is waves, like loops, you know. Not loops, waves. Let's not talk about that yet. Gloth is like a T. It keeps going up. Has kind of Asian influences, kind of. RLE is like sprouts that go out, like an onion. It's actually basically an onion. G-Lock is like an X, but it is raised off the ground. Looks like the Eye of Sauron to me for some reason. It's the only one with a different color scheme than any of the other plants. I'm planning on making it a bit more unique though. It's gonna like shed things over time maybe, and it's fire resistant, so it's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm gonna do that though, because if it's fire resistant, then you could just keep the plant forever and all it would do is occupy space. I don't know. I have to work it out. Anyway, actually, I think this one's going to be fire resistant, and then Raspberry's not going to be resistant to anything. So it'll be like a resistant choice. And then I think I'm going to make Unplaith. This is an interesting one. It goes to a toothpaste color from Black and Blue. I want to make a swirl one, you know, unique shape. Wumbo. No, the Uniplate is I think Wumbo is the one I want to change. You see like that? Has its like tower structure. It's wacky. Anyway, in the Gauntlet, I just wanted something creepy or whatever. It's kind of strange. Should we like an oval or whatever? I'll do this one. I want to have like a pit, but there's this weird like arrow thing that's coming through it, and all this, it looks like it's rainbows filling everywhere. And there's this thing. It's Gauntlet. It looks supposed to like a weird totem alien thingy with shoots out black things. I literally just drew crazy black lines off it. Like, look, that looked really much different. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Now let's go to people. Import images. First things first, I drew people, I think. So I had people, but they were too big, so I made people tiny. Because originally I was going to have them inside the rooms, but now they're on top like an icon. Made them all look the same, but I wanted to change how their pants and their shirt color change. They have a little hat. Their hat's kind of fun. The woman has this weird pattern on their dress. Let's look at this one. See the pattern. So it's kind of interesting. I just made their skin kind of medium colored. It's a bit white, too white, I suppose. But you know, I guess if you're in the Western frontier, it's not like you're gonna get mostly tan people. Yeah, this cowboy hat kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Then not backups. I keep clicking that. Images. Then there's houses. Room tiny. Look at all these rooms. So decided that I make it so the beds would go left to right. I originally thought that it was gonna be like a thing that you could scroll and go up, but I decided that it's probably better just to be able to go from left to right by clicking a button. It'd be easier on me and it actually kind of look better. So yeah, there's beds. They all look the same color. Originally, it was gonna have like a crib for babies, but I decided not to. So it's just sitting there. You see that there's a bathroom. I'll just show you. You see how there's a light here? That's the bathroom. And then that's the main room. Somehow, every single room has that dealio, but whatever. Act like it's nothing. What it turns out is actually, what I actually eventually had them is that they're actually like houses and everything, but yeah. So the idea with Lodger was this. So I had the plants and stuff, but I thought that would just be too simple of a game. So I had this idea where you lodge people, you take care of them and stuff like that, and you'd like try to get more and more people and take care of them, but they'd interact with each other in interesting ways and stuff like that, and be more like real people. But eventually I gave up partially on it, but not really. I didn't give up on it. I was like, oh, what if I combine it with Pioneer Frontier? The plant game. So you get the plants for them and you lodge them. And so that's where it kind of came from. I simplified the whole lodger aspect so that it would fit within the confines of the game more. But I think it works like how I wanted it to. So yeah, that's basically all for today.